Hey everybody, meteorologist Sean Cable here, and I'm traveling and on the road today, so I'm not sure how great my audio quality is, but we do have a fairly serious weather situation that's developing across parts of northern east central South Dakota, just west of the James River. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect for a good chunk of the region here, and this is for destructive 100 plus mile per hour wind gusts. And this is a nasty, dangerous storm. The warnings for eastern Edmonds County, northern Hand, northern Hyde, southwestern Brown in South Dakota, Falk, and northwestern Spink County. The severe thunderstorm is moving northeast at 55 miles per hour and has the potential to produce 100 mile per hour wind gusts and 2-inch hail. This is a dangerous, life threatening storm. And if you are in the path of this storm, treat this like you would a tornado warning. This is something that's very, very serious. Faulkton, Zell, Burdett, Redfield, Millette, Cresbard. The warning does come right up to the edge of Aberdeen as well. So again, we are talking a dangerous situation here with this severe thunderstorm that is moving northeast toward Aberdeen. And you can kind of see it right here. And again, this storm is moving at around 55 miles per hour. So if we use our storm tracker here, kind of just go right along the leading edge of this. If it keeps moving like it is, this storm is going to be in Redfield by 7:09, Cresbard by 7:10, Millette 7:22, Aberdeen by 7:41, and I would say get yourself prepared ahead of time with this, because the wind will likely hit before the main storm or possibly even before the rain. But this is a significant severe thunderstorm that is moving northeast to Cresbard, Millette, Mansfield, Warner, Mina, and eventually this thing is going to move toward Aberdeen. And again, this warning is in effect until 7:45 this morning. And again, we are talking wind gusts of 100 miles per hour possible with this storm. Tornado-like wind speed expected. Mobile homes and high-profile vehicles may not survive this. This is a dangerous storm. In addition, also some very heavy rain falling along with this storm as well. But again, we have a dangerous situation here with this thunderstorm that is moving through. A severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for the following counties: eastern Edmonds, northern Hand, northern Hyde, southwestern Brown County in South Dakota, Falk County, and northwestern Spink County until 7:45. And again, this storm continues to move southwest to northeast, and it's moving along at about 55 or so miles per hour here, and that is the latest storm track. So that's what's happening out here right now. And again, this is moving northeast. It's been through Ree Heights. Look at this. This is absolutely unbelievable to me. Look at the wind reports. 112 at the Mesonet station in Ree Heights. A 131 mile per hour wind report near Highmore. This is extremely dangerous and extremely destructive here. So again, if you are in the path of this storm, treat this like you would a tornado warning. This is a weather station. Another one in Highmore, 131 mile per hour wind gust And when you're, I mean, that's verifiable when you have 130-mile-per-hour wind gusts from two separate measuring stations here. So again, this is a dangerous, life-threatening situation right now, moving toward Redfield through Fulton, Zell. Orient is in the middle of this right now. Chelsea, Millette, Mansfield, Warner, Powell, Mina, Stratford. If you are in these areas, get yourself to a safe place ASAP. I do see that there's one storm chaser out there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull in a feed. It doesn't look like there's anything going on there right now. But again, we have verifiable proof that this storm has produced 130 mile per hour straight line wind gusts. This is tornado-like wind that we have happening with this storm. Again, if you're just tuning in, we have a dangerous, destructive thunderstorm that's moving across parts of central to northeastern South Dakota, and severe thunderstorm warning is in effect. And you can see the orange. When we get the warning polygon is orange and not yellow, it means that this is kind of an extreme type situation. And again, you can see down here, severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Edmonds, northern Hand, northern Hyde, southwestern Brown, Falk, northwestern Spink in South Dakota till 7:45. And again, we've had 130 mile per hour wind gusts with this storm backed by Highmore and Ree Heights. So again, this is a dangerous, significant storm moving toward Aberdeen, toward Warner, Mansfield, Millette, and Cresbard. I'm sorry if I don't have my broadcast microphone with me, so I'm kind of stuck here relying on my computer microphone. But I hope you can hear me and everything is okay for this. But again, this is a dangerous, severe storm that is moving through and producing dangerous, strong wind gusts here. Severe thunderstorm warning is in effect if you are in Cresbard, DeVoe, Chelsea, Millette, Ashton. This storm continues to move off to the northeast. And again, we're moving at around 55 or so miles per hour. And I'm going to draw my storm tracker line out just a little ahead of this, because a lot of times with a storm of this magnitude, we get the wind that blasts out ahead of the storm. So we're going to see some of the wind here before the rain and the majority of the storm, the rain and hail hit. The wind can at times blast out a little in front of the storm. So again, if we're moving at 55 miles per hour here, this is what you can expect. We're looking at Cresbard right now, Ashton basically right now, Millette 720, Warner 731, Aberdeen 741. Aberdeen, you are not, well, I think the very southwestern part of Aberdeen is in the morning at this point, but most of Aberdeen not in the morning yet. I'm guessing there will be one issued that includes Aberdeen as this continues to move off to the northeast. Groton 751, Ordway same thing, Columbia 754. In Frederick, we're looking at 807. That's a little ways down the road here, but again, we've had 130 plus mile per hour wind gusts with this thunderstorm. This is deadly dangerous, destructive, severe thunderstorm that you need to take seriously. If you are anywhere in the path of this storm, you need to get to your safe place, get to a basement, get out of a mobile home. They can't withstand this type of wind. We're talking tornado type wind gusts that are happening here with this storm. So again, a dangerous severe thunderstorm now moving toward Aberdeen at about 55 miles per hour. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning over here for parts of Clark, Brown, South Dakota, Spink, Day, and Hand counties, and this one includes Dolan, Turton, Condie, all the way up to Lilly, Bradley, and Butler. Redfield also in this severe thunderstorm warning. This one for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And again, we've had 70-mile-per-hour gusts observed. That is on the eastern edge of this storm. But right here in the middle, this area right through here, this storm has a history of producing significant wind gusts, 130 plus mile per hour wind gusts reported down by Highmore, 110 gusts in Heights. You can see the wind reports that we have down here. That's an 80 mile per hour report. But if you look at Highmore, I am 131, 114 mile per hour wind gusts in Highmore. Another one here, 131. On a weather station, we have 90 mile per hour gust. At another weather station just west of town, Heights, a gust of 112 miles per hour at the South Dakota DOT road weather station at Heights. So again, this is a dangerous situation. And again, this storm is headed toward Cresbard, Chelsea, South Dakota Highway 20, Millette, Mansfield, Warner, Powell, Mina, and Aberdeen, also in the path of this storm. So if you are in Aberdeen, get yourself ready now. Get moving. Prepare. Get to a safe place. Not a lot of time before this storm gets there. In fact, we are about the leading edge of this, about 25 miles, 26 miles from Aberdeen. So it is not far off, and it is moving northeast at around 55 miles per hour. So for those of you who are just joining in, let's take a look at what we have going on here. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect. We have, bring that warning information up here for you. And again, you see that it is orange. When the warning polygon turns orange, that means it is a significant and dangerous situation. And that's definitely the case right now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for eastern Edmonds, northern Hand, northern Hyde, southwestern Brown, Falk, and northwestern Spink County in northeastern South Dakota. This warning is in effect until 7:45 this morning. And if you are in the path of this storm, get to a safe place immediately. This storm is going to impact Millette, Cresbard, Mansfield, Warner, Ashton, Condie, Turton, Mina, and eventually Aberdeen. And if I turn the loop on here for you, you can kind of watch how this is just churning away and continues to move to the northeast. I do want to take a look at the hail potential with this storm, because there's also the possibility of 2-inch hail. And actually right now, it looks like the best shot for large hail is right here west of Tulare and northeast of Burdett. And we're talking potentially up to 2.5-inch hail, which is larger than golf ball. We're starting to get up to almost egg-size hail. Also, Fulton area, looking at maybe up to 1/4-inch hail with the storm in that general vicinity. But as we go back here and look at the velocity, you can see right through here, we start to get into these areas near Zell. This is where we have some of the strongest wind gusts, and we are looking at the likelihood that there will be 100 plus mile per hour wind gusts along with this storm. And the areas when you start to see these really bright colors here. So this is velocity mode of the radar, and velocity mode is the wind mode. It determines wind speed. And so you can see that there is some very, very strong wind just about to swing across South Dakota Highway 20, Cresbard, Chelsea, Millette, Brentford, in the path of the strongest wind right now. Now, if we back off here a little bit, this is kind of, and if I turn on the loop here for you, you can see how back when we had the stronger wind reports near Highmore, you notice here how, look at those colors right there. That is something else here. We had 110 plus mile per hour wind gusts. Now the colors are they're not that significant now. They were north of Ree Heights, near Orient. We had those purples and blues, but the colors have really subdued just quite a bit here in the last little while. So that's a good thing. It's a sign that the wind may be decreasing just a little bit here, but still take this thing seriously. This is a dangerous storm that has potential to produce some strong wind gusts. There's a new update here from the National Weather Service. Let me check and see what we have here. They did pull a couple spots out. So the latest update, 100 mile per hour wind gusts, quarter hail, 80 mile per hour wind gusts reported south of Rockham. Again, a dangerous, life-threatening situation with extreme wind gusts associated with this particular storm. As we look to the south, a little to the east of this cell, we have another severe thunderstorm warning. This one for 70 plus mile per hour wind gusts. Redfield, you are going to be kind of in that 70 to maybe 80 mile per hour wind, and that is hitting town now. You are right in the thick of it, but this is going to continue to move toward Turton, Doland, Millette, Chelsea, Mansfield, up toward Warner. All of this is going to continue to push northeast here, and you can see how a bit earlier, when we had this stronger wind around Highmore, we had a lot of blues and purples on the velocity. We don't have those there anymore, but the last couple of scans, the intensity has dropped a little bit, but still, you got to take this seriously. This is a dangerous thunderstorm, and again, this severe thunderstorm warning is for 100 plus mile per hour wind gusts, and the storm continues to move northeast toward Millette, Condé, and basically its trajectory right now. I mean, Aberdeen is still at a bit of a risk for some really strong wind, but not in the direct path, I think, of the strongest at this moment. That doesn't mean you should let your guard down. You should still be paying close attention to everything going on here. But for now, just get ready if you are in Aberdeen. The southwest part of Aberdeen is in this warning for 100 plus mile per hour wind gusts. And this warning remains in effect for another 24 minutes. It expires at 7:45 Central Time. And again, the severe thunderstorm warning in effect for now eastern Edmonds, northern Hand, northeastern Hyde, southwestern Brown, and Falk County in northeastern South Dakota. Strong wind. We have a history, again, if we go back, if you're just kind of joining us right now, this storm has been just off the hook with 130 plus mile per hour wind gusts around Highmore. The South Dakota, this is actually a South Dakota Mesonet station, a 131 mile per hour wind gust. Over by Ree Heights, we have the South Dakota DOT Road Weather Information Station, a 112 mile per hour gust. We now have a report of power lines down in Ree Heights. So power lines are down, and I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of other reports coming out of the Ree Heights area of damage and just absolute destruction from this wind. I mean, this is significant and dangerous wind that has been moving across central and eastern South Dakota. Again, a dangerous storm that is moving through. I'm actually on the road, not in my little studio here today. So I don't have my I was going to bring my broadcast mic. I didn't bring it along. So I hope the audio quality is okay. I just want to get the word out on this line of thunderstorms, this one big storm that has had a history of producing destructive wind gusts of 100 to 130 miles per hour. We got a report from the emergency manager that a garage was lost and damaged to outbuildings south of Orient, where we had confirmed 70 plus mile per hour wind gusts there. So, again, I don't have any reports of anything near Highmore, although just south of the Highmore Airport, that's where we had that 131 mile per hour wind gust that was measured. If you're just hopping in here, we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the following counties: eastern Edmonds, northern Hand, southwestern Brown, Falk, and northwestern Spink counties in South Dakota. And this is for 100 plus mile per hour wind gusts. This storm is moving northeast at around 55 miles per hour. We have another severe thunderstorm warning for 70 plus mile per hour wind gusts. And this one includes the Redfield area. And this one is for northeastern Hand, southwestern Day, southeastern Brown, northwestern Clark County, and Spink County until 8 o'clock. 2-inch hail and 70 mile per hour wind gusts are possible with this storm. And again, this one is moving northeast at between 55 and 65 miles per hour. That's where both of these storms are kind of moving along. And it is a great big mess here that these storms have had a history of producing dangerous 130 plus mile per hour wind gusts. So this is a nasty, dangerous storm. And if you are in the path of this, treat it the same way. Treat these severe thunderstorm warnings the way you would treat a tornado warning, because that's how serious these storms are. And again, everything is moving to the northeast at around 55 to 65 miles per hour. The storm speed could fluctuate a little bit here, and also the wind could hit ahead of this main line of storms. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So let's bring out our storm tracker here, and just want to give you an idea as to where and when. We're looking at Millette 722, Warner now, give or take. Okay, Millette now. Warner, you're about 10 minutes out. Condi, 15-ish minutes out. I would say go maybe a little early, just in case this thing speeds up a little bit. Aberdeen, 744. Bath at 746. Groton, 750. Bristol, 805. Langford and Britain, we're looking at 45 to 55 minutes from now that this is going to be moving into your neck of the woods. But again, this is a dangerous severe thunderstorm that is moving through here. And I keep waiting to see if this storm chaser comes online with some live video. I don't have anything yet, but we're going to be keeping an eye on everything here as we make our way through the morning hours. Kind of watching everything very closely here as this line of thunderstorms continues to move from southwest to northeast. I'm actually looking at a couple of these South Dakota DOT cameras right now. This is the SD DOT camera at Ree Heights. That is the camera that reported that's the road weather station that reported a 110 mile per hour gust in Ree Heights. Let's see if I can find a different angle of that particular camera. That's a camera from Herald on US Highway 14. So this is a significant storm that we have moving through here. And again, at this point, we are keeping a close eye on this severe thunderstorm warning that remains in effect for parts of northeastern South Dakota. And this, again, storm has a history of producing destructive wind. Ree Heights, Highmore area, 100 to 130 plus mile per hour wind gusts reported in that area. We do have some reports of power lines down in the Ree Heights area. The storm continues to move to the northeast. And again, for those of you who might be just popping in on the feed, severe thunderstorm warning for 16 more minutes. And you can see how this is orange and not yellow. Orange means that this is a particularly dangerous storm here. This warning's in effect until 7:45 for eastern Edmonds, northern Hand, northeastern Hyde, southwestern Brown, Falk, and Spink counties. And we have another severe thunderstorm warning down here to the south for parts of Brown, Clark, Day, Spink, and Hand counties. This remains in effect until 8 a.m. Now, the good news is that as we look at the velocity, you can see that the leading edge of the wind is now across South Dakota Highway 20. So we are talking Warner, Stratford, Condie. The good news here is that this is not nearly as strong, at least the returns on the radar, the velocity signatures are not nearly as strong as they were back when we had the destructive 100. Notice how we see the purples there. That is destructive wind we're talking up to 100 plus miles per hour. So we're not seeing that now. We still have a potential for significant wind here with these storms, 70, 80 plus miles per hour. This continues to move toward Aberdeen, up toward Groton. And we are keeping a close eye on everything going on here. But at this point, not as serious as it was earlier when it moved through Hand and Hyde County, but still a very significant storm and something you need to take seriously. And if you are in the warnings and in the path of the storm, treat it as the same way that you would treat a tornado warning, because this is a significant storm. This is well above and beyond the standard severe thunderstorm warning that has 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. This is a whole other level of severe thunderstorm that we have going on here. So again, if you are in the path of this, get yourself to a safe place immediately. This really is the only game in town right now. As we back off and look around the region here, you can see that there really isn't much else going on. And that's the type of situation we are in with this heat and humidity that's been moving across the region. Everything really is conditional based on the cap. If there's a weak spot in the cap, we can get a little extra lift and instability at the surface to break through the cap, which is this layer of warm air aloft that basically has prevented storms from developing across most of our region last night into this morning. But if you can get that one weak spot where that air maybe isn't quite as warm in the overall scope of that layer of air aloft, and you can get that instability to break through. You get one or two thunderstorms that can just go crazy and become severe. And that's what's happening here with this line of thunderstorms right now that is moving northeast toward Millette, Mansfield, Warner, Stratford. We have South Dakota 20 that is right here. The storm is now crossed. We're at Mansfield at this point. That's where the storm is headed. Stratford, Warner, you are in the path here as well. But again, I'm not seeing the same type of signature that we saw, although we're still getting reports. 84 mile per hour wind gust reported at 7:21 at a station northwest of Redfield. We had an 80 mile per hour wind report at the Rockham station at 7:05. It is 7:34 right now. So that just goes to show that we are still dealing with 70 to 80 plus mile per hour wind gusts that are associated with this storm that is moving through. I'm just going to check down here and see if we have any reports of damage or anything like that. We have had, I did see a report in Ree Heights that power lines are down in Ree Heights. And there's also a report south of Orient of garage lost and damage to some outbuildings there. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more of this and these types of reports coming in here as we make our way into the next couple of hours. So that is definitely something we are going to be keeping a close eye out for. If you are just joining me, we have a significant severe weather situation here, severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect until 7:45. That's 10 more minutes. And Warner, Stratford, Mansfield, Mina, Southwest, just the very southwestern part of Aberdeen is included in this severe thunderstorm. Counties here for you. Eastern Edmonds, Northern Hand, Northeastern Hyde, Southwestern Brown, Falk, and Spink counties still included in this. And you see that down here. That's 100 mile per hour wind that is associated with this storm. This second severe thunderstorm warning, not quite to the extreme, but still serious with 70 plus mile per hour wind gusts possible with this one. This is for Northwestern Hand, Southwestern Day, Southeastern Brown, Northwestern Clark, and Spink counties. Again, this is Northeastern Hand, Southwestern Day, Southeastern Brown, Northwestern Clark, and Spink County. And that's in effect until 8 o'clock for 70 plus mile per hour wind gusts that will be associated with that particular storm. One of the other things that we're watching for, especially this second severe thunderstorm warning over here, that's the storm that has the bigger hail associated with it. Let me bring in the hail real quick and show you the maximum expected hail size here. And between Redfield and Frankfort, I hate to see this, but it does look like there's the potential for 2-inch hail, and at that point, we're talking maybe up to golf ball size for some folks there. So that is a big issue, and that hail track is going to continue to move to the northeast, and if it keeps moving along that line, we're likely going to see that hail core, Turton by 7:53, Crocker at 8:07, and that is if this keeps moving in the same speed and direction, give or take a little if the speed fluctuates a little bit. But even as you get over toward Chelsea, Millette, we're looking at 1-inch hail, perhaps there. That is quarter size hail potential with that part of the storm right there. Let's get back to the reflectivity in the radar, and I want to kind of just take a look at where the leading edge of the storm is now. And you can see that we're now at about Mansfield, headed toward Condé, Turton. You're going to have 70 to 80 plus mile per hour wind gusts moving in here soon. Warner, Stratford, Verdon, Fernie, up toward Andover, Groton, and Bristol. Aberdeen, we're getting close here. We're about, well, let's see, about maybe 12 miles from the leading edge of this. And again, keep in mind, the way these types of storms work is that the strongest first blast of wind usually comes out a little ahead of the storm. And so before, if you're using a radar app and looking at, you're probably going to get that blast of wind before the main core of the storm comes crashing in. So that wind is going to hit a little earlier. So just keep that in mind here as we kind of watch this move. All right, this is Brandon Payne. And wow, look at that. That is nasty looking sky that we have going on out there. That is a very turbulent atmosphere. What you would expect ahead of a storm of this magnitude. But this is a dangerous storm. Looks like Brandon is on 281 headed north, just kind of staying out of the main core of this storm. But what a nasty storm that we have moving through here. Again, this has a fairly significant history. All right, brand new severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued, and this is one of those that's in orange again. So you know that this means business. A severe thunderstorm warning. Let me get the counties. This one is for 90 plus mile per hour wind gusts. And if you're in Aberdeen, this warning is just east Aberdeen. So it does not include Aberdeen. The storm is drifting a little further to the east. And so Aberdeen, I think you are going to get spared from the worst of this, although you may still get some very strong wind gusts that move through the Aberdeen area. But we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning in effect for northwestern Day, southern Marshall, southeastern Brown, east central Falk, and northern Spink counties. This now in effect until 8:45 a.m. A destructive storm for the Brentford area. If you are in Brentford, 90 mile per hour wind gusts, quarter hail. We did have, as I mentioned earlier, 80 mile per hour wind gusts reported near Rockham. This storm moving towards Stratford, Bath, and Groton, all in the path of this storm. So again, Verdon, Condé, Fernie, Groton, Andover, Bath, Putney, Pierpont, Langford, Claremont. If you are in any of these places, treat this severe thunderstorm warning the way you would treat a tornado warning. That's the best advice that I can give at this point. Treat this the same way that you would treat a tornado warning. This is a dangerous storm that is moving through. Again, a brand new severe thunderstorm warning is now in effect. It does not include, well, most of Aberdeen, but Aberdeen, the airport, east side of Aberdeen, Bath is included. The center of Aberdeen, center of the city, not in this particular warning. However, you're still going to get whapped with wind. So just be prepared and be ready for that as this storm continues to push to the northeast. Now, storm speed somewhere between 45 and 55 miles per hour as this pushes to the north and east. You can kind of watch here how this thing has been moving, and notice just the little bit of an easterly trend with this that's going to keep the main part of the storm out of the middle of Aberdeen. Now, that said, there is a brand new severe thunderstorm warning that does include Aberdeen. This one is for 60 mile per hour wind gusts, so not as significant as the other one, but we do have a new warning that is in effect, and this one is for eastern Edmond, central Brown, northeastern Falk, and northwestern Spink until 8:45. And this one has the potential to produce 60+ mile per hour wind gusts. Again, the most significant part of this storm is located right through here, Warner, Stratford, Condie, Brentford area. If you are there, get to a safe place now and treat this severe thunderstorm warning the way you would treat a tornado warning. We're talking tornado-like wind gusts that are happening here with this storm. And I can't stress enough that you need to take this seriously. Look at what's been happening here. We've had 100, these are, I mean, this is, I haven't seen this in a long time. 131 mile per hour wind gusts in Highmore, 110 in Ree Heights. We do have reports, actually 112 in Ree Heights. We have reports of power lines down in Ree Heights near Orient. Garage lost, damage to outbuildings there. And at this point, this storm continues to push northeast. We've had 80 mile per hour gusts, 84 mile per hour wind reports northwest of Redfield. So we've had a lot going on here with these storms, and this line continues to move to the northeast at right now we're looking at about 45 to 50 miles per hour. So I'm going to get out the storm tracker here real quick, and I just want to give you an idea as to when you can expect this. And I'm going to draw my starting point out a little ahead of the storm, because when you get a storm like this, you get that blast of strong wind actually out before the main storm arrives, so before the wind hits. And so this storm, the part of the storm that has the 80, 90 to 100 mile per hour wind, Virden now, Bath probably a little less than 10 minutes from now, Groton at 7:58, Andover 8:03, Putney at 8:06, Pierpont at 8:12, Claremont at 8:20, Britain 8:37, and Eden right around 8:40. Let me go over here. This part of the storm that is headed toward Aberdeen, and again, I'm going out a ways ahead of this storm. Actually, let me reset this for you. I want to be as close as possible here. So this storm will be around Aberdeen 7:55, but I would say let's go even a little earlier than that, because we have that little, kind of see that this part's going to reach Aberdeen a little sooner. This part probably a little later. So Aberdeen probably in the next 5 to 10 minutes, expect that this is going to be moving through. That is going to continue to push to the northeast as well. And if we go back down here just a little bit, you can see that there's this part of the storm too that is kind of pushing off to the northeast. Moving into Doland now. That's going to be moving toward Crocker in about 20-ish minutes. Butler, a little less than a half hour. Webster, we're going to be talking maybe between 30 and 45 minutes, depending on how fast the storm goes. We've been kind of watching it fluctuate in speed just a little bit. So these times could change a little bit, just kind of depending on the storm speeding up or slowing down. I'm going to bring the velocity back up here. And this is the wind mode of Doppler radar. And I want to just give you a little bit of a comparison. So let's go back in time to when we had this stronger 100+ mile per hour wind gusts. You notice how down here we have these purples and dark blues. So that's what we're kind of looking for when we get up to that 100, 110, 120, 130 mile per hour range. Now, as we just kind of bring this a little forward here to current time, it's mostly greens, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't take this seriously. We're still talking 70, 80, 90+ mile per hour wind gusts possible with this storm. The other thing is that before, when the storm's further away from the radar, it's actually examining the storm higher up. Now we're a little closer to the surface when we see these returns. And so We're in that 90 plus mile per hour territory with these storms moving into Stratford, Groton, Fernie. It's going to be crossing Highway 12 here in the not so distant future. In fact, let's do a storm track based on the wind that we have here. And we're looking at Andover 802, Langford 818. And again, go a little earlier than this, just because if the storm speeds up, this wind will catch you a little sooner. Aberdeen, the leading edge of the wind right now is just, 5 miles away. So Aberdeen, you're going to be in it here before too long. So get ready if you are in Aberdeen. I do want to talk just for a minute, too, about the hail potential that we have here. And this is, I'm going to pop up maximum expected hail size. And this is also something that's never any good when it comes to crops. It's better than it was a little while ago, though. Right now, we're looking at 1.5. So ping pong ball to maybe a little larger hail, Frankfurt, Dolan, kind of at that South Dakota 37, US 212 interchange, up toward Brentford, an inch and a half, so quarter to maybe $half size hail. Same for Mansfield, quarter to maybe $half size hail for you there. Let's. I do want to just back up here for those of you who maybe just be popping on for just now and kind of recap everything that is going on. We have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. I'm going to start with the most significant one at this point, and that would be this one in orange. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for the following counties: Northwestern Day, Southern Marshall, Southeastern Brown, South Dakota, East Central Falk, and Northern Spink counties. And this is for 90 plus mile per hour wind gusts. You can see that the leading edge of the storm is just south of Groton at this time. So if you are along Highway 12, get ready. It's going to be a couple minutes before this storm is blasting through where you are. Again, if we look at the velocity here, you can see the wind is kicking out a little ahead of the storm. So it's not going to be long. If you're along Highway 12, all of this is going to continue to push through here in the next little while. On with the warnings here. This one includes Aberdeen. This is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 8:45, and this includes Eastern Edmonds, Central Brown, Northeastern Falk, and Northwestern Spink for 60 plus mile per hour wind gusts. And this one does include the city of Aberdeen, although I think that Aberdeen, you are going to dodge the worst of this particular storm. This one over here, this is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 8 a.m. So we have about another 8 or 9 minutes to go on this one. This is for Northeastern Hand, Southwestern Day, Southeastern Brown, and Northwestern Clark counties. And that is for 2-inch hail and 70 mile per hour wind gusts. 2-inch hail, we're talking ping pong to possibly up to egg or golf ball size hail associated with that. And all these storms are moving to the northeast at around, they've been kind of bouncing back and forth, 45 to 50, or I should say, 45 to about 55 or so miles per hour here. These storms have been moving through. So, again, dangerous storms that continue to move across northeastern South Dakota. And we're going to be watching this here through the morning. On top of all of that, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch that remains in effect here until noon today. And I will just for a moment back out here and show you that severe thunderstorm watch. It goes all the way up into North Dakota, far western Minnesota, Detroit Lakes, Fargo. The Lisbon, Foreman area. But again, that's basically for this cluster of thunderstorms that continues to track northeastward at, again, about 45 to 55 or so miles per hour. This is a dangerous cluster of storms that continues to move across the region. That has a history of producing dangerous wind. Brand new severe thunderstorm warning you just saw pop out here. This is another severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 2-inch hail. And this one, here you go with the counties associated with this particular warning. This is for Day County, southeastern Marshall County, northern Clark, east central Spink County in South Dakota. And again, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts associated with this one. Roberts County also just barely included in this one. But this severe thunderstorm warning includes Butler, Lilly, Bradley, Webster, Bristol, Roslyn, Webster, and Waubay. And this storm continues to move northeast at between 50 and 60 miles per hour. And again, will have the potential to produce strong, dangerous straight-line wind gusts. This warning is the one that's going to replace this warning that will be expiring here in about 5 minutes or so. So we'll be expiring in about 5 minutes or so. If you're just joining us, we are tracking severe thunderstorms moving across northeastern South Dakota, and these thunderstorms have been significant and have been packing a nasty punch here across much of the region. Look at these reports. We have had $70, $80, $90, $100 mile per hour wind reports with these storms. And you can see this one right here, even down northwest of Fort Thompson, we had a 112 mile per hour wind gust. In Highmore, 130 plus mile per hour wind gusts. We had a wind report of 131 miles per hour. We had a wind report of 131 southwest of Highmore. Ree Heights, we had a 112 mile per hour wind gust. And now having reports of power lines down there, we do have another damage report near Orient of the garage destroyed and damage to other outbuildings. That was at about 7:42. And still, reports of significant wind. They haven't been as bad lately, but we did have an 84 mile per hour report southwest of Ashton. The latest report here, 64 mile per hour wind gust southwest of Stratford and north of Brentford. And this line continues to push northeastward toward U.S. Highway 12 and over Groton, Bath, Pierpont, Bristol, all in the path of this storm. Again, this is a big storm. This is a dangerous weather situation. And again, if you are just tuning in, treat these severe thunderstorm warnings the way you would treat a tornado warning. This is steps above and beyond a standard low end 60-mile-per-hour wind, quarter-size hail severe thunderstorm warning. We're talking 90-plus mile-per-hour wind gust potential here. And along with that, there could be some spots that get some hail. We have a brand new tornado warning now that is in effect for parts of Brown, Marshall, and Day counties. This is for northwestern Day, south central Marshall, and southeastern Brown County. This is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado over Andover, and it's moving northeast at around 60 miles per hour. So again, if you are in the Andover area right through here, potential tornado with this storm now. You can kind of see right through here, this is kind of what we're looking at. This is the area of rotation near Andover. If you are near Andover, southwest of Andover, that's a pretty good signature on the radar too for a tornado. If you are near Andover, get to your safe place. This storm could produce a tornado at any moment. Now, this is radar indicated, but we're in a situation where this could very easily be rain wrapped and hard to see. So don't go looking for it. Just take our word for it and get to a safe place. Brand new tornado warning that is in effect here for Brown, Marshall, and Day County, and that is for the Andover area. And again, this storm, this potential tornado is moving northeast at around 60 or so miles per hour. So this is moving very, very quickly. Try to do a little storm tracker here. And that would put it in Andover basically now. Pierpont, 807, Langford, 813. If this holds together, eventually Eden and Lake City are going to be along the line here. But again, this is a tornado warning that is in effect for the Andover area. There is a good indicator of rotation here on the radar right through here. And basically what this is velocity mode, which is the mode of the radar that it's the wind detection mode. And the way this works is anything green is moving toward the radar, and anything red moving away from the radar, and the radar is over here. So basically we have this area of rotation right here. So if you are in that circle right now, you are in danger. Get to your safe place. On top of that, not only are you in a tornado warning, you are in a severe thunderstorm warning for straight line wind gusts of 90 plus miles per hour. And this storm has proven this morning with extreme wind gusts in across a good chunk of east central, northeastern South Dakota, earlier with gusts of up to 130 plus miles per hour. This is an extreme situation that we have going on here. So again, if you are in the path of the storm, if you are in Andover, this is the area we're talking about right here. Potential tornado. For now, this is radar indicated, but tornado warning is in effect here until 8:30, 28 minutes to go for parts of eastern Brown, western Day, and southern Marshall counties in South Dakota. This is in South Dakota. On top of that, let's just take a moment to recap this severe thunderstorm warning, which is also definitely worth mentioning as the storm now creeps to and now starting to move northeast of U.S. Highway 12. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect till 8:45. We still have 43 minutes to go on this severe thunderstorm warning, and that is for northwestern Day, southern Marshall, southeastern Brown, South Dakota, east central Falk, and northern Spink counties for 90-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts as the storm continues to move northeast at between 45 and 55 miles per hour. And we do have some very strong wind associated with this as well. And we get in here a little closer, you can see that leading edge with the wind kind of right along here. Everything's pushing to the northeast. And we don't have the extreme wind gust that we had a bit earlier with this storm, but definitely some strong wind. And I do want to go back here. That area of rotation is looking more significant here near Andover. If you are in Andover, get to a safe place. This is a dangerous storm that is moving through right now. Get to basement or wherever you need to go, because this is a significant and dangerous storm that is moving through the Andover area right now. Tornado warning is in effect, and that does include the city of Andover. The storm is developing right over the top of Andover as we speak. So again, take this seriously. We not only have a severe thunderstorm with potential for 90-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts, we also have the possibility and a pretty good rotation couplet here on Doppler radar near Andover, east of Groton, west of Webster. This is going to be moving into Andover. It's there now. If you are north and east of Andover, Pierpont, Bristol, over toward Roslyn, the Midland Pass, kind of along, it's going to be kind of right now, County Road 39 to State Highway 27. This is going to continue to move to the northeast. So, again, a pretty serious storm here. And while it is radar indicated at the time, at the moment, this is something that may be hard to see. We're probably going to be in a situation where this is rain wrapped. So get to a safe place and seek shelter for now. On top of that, again, not only is it a tornado warning, we're in a severe thunderstorm warning for extreme up to 90 mile per hour wind gusts associated with the storm. Let me talk about the other parts of the storm here real quick. We're starting to get some of that wind and rain moving into Aberdeen, although Aberdeen, not the most significant part of the storm. This warning for Aberdeen, 60 mile per hour gusts. We can handle that. Columbia, Westport, Sand Lake Wildlife Refuge going to be in the path of that particular part of the storm. Let's get back here to the southwest. This severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Roberts, Clark, Day, Spink, and bordering onto Marshall County. That is for 70 gusts and 2-inch hail. And that storm is now moving toward Butler, Lilly, and Bradley. And we have a brand new tornado warning that's now in effect. Let me go to that. This tornado warning is for parts of Brown, Marshall, and Day counties. And again, this is a radar indicated tornado warning for Day County, South Central Marshall County, and Southeastern Brown County. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. Let me just make sure I'm looking at the right text here. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Let's go back to this one. This is the new one right here. Tornado warning for parts of Brown and Day County. All right, here we go. So this is the new tornado warning for Western Day, Southeastern Brown counties until 8:45. This is a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado over Fernie, 7 miles southwest of Groton, moving northeast at around 20 to 25 miles per hour. So Fernie, this is on top of you now. Groton, it's going to be there in about the next 5 minutes or so. So again, 2 tornado warnings. This is the brand new one right here near Fernie, moving toward Groton. Let me bring up the velocity mode here and you can kind of see what we're looking at. This is the area of concern right here. This is where that area of rotation is. This is just a little west of Fernie at this point. But Groton, you are right smack in the path of this storm, and this is going to continue to move to the northeast here over the next 15, 20 minutes or so. And if we use our storm tracker, and again, this is moving, I would say 20 to 30-ish miles per hour. This is going to put this storm in Groton by about 8:12, so that gives you maybe 8 minutes at best. I would say get your butt moving at this point, because this storm is coming in hot. It's going to be there before you know it. Groton, a potential tornado. It's radar indicated at this point, but there is a tornado warned storm that is moving into the Groton area right now. And again, in addition to being in a tornado warning, you're also in a severe thunderstorm warning for the potential for 90-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts. We have this tornado warning that remains in effect until 8:30 for another 21 minutes for parts of Marshall and Day counties. This includes the Andover, Pierpont area, and I'm going to go back to the velocity mode to show the wind and rotation. Two distinct areas here. We've got this one south of Pierpont, north of Highway 12, basically right along South Dakota Highway 27 right now. And we have this one here that is northwest of Fernie, west of South Dakota 37, south of US Highway 12, moving straight into Groton. If you are in Groton, get to shelter now. Get to shelter if you are in Groton. If you are in Pierpont, especially south of Pierpont, get to shelter right now. These are two dangerous storm cells that have not only the potential to produce a tornado, but we are also in the midst of a severe thunderstorm warning for a storm that has the potential to produce 90-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts. And that is a dangerous, severe weather situation that we have going on right here, right now. So again, get to a safe place if you are near Groton, Pierpont, and if you are in these tornado warning polygons. But really, outside of that, this entire surrounding area that is in this severe thunderstorm warning that remains in effect for another 35 minutes. This warning is for straight-line wind gusts of 90 miles per hour. That is incredible. And this storm has a history of producing, too. We have 60-mile-per-hour gust reported near Millette, northeast of Millette a while ago, but earlier this morning around Highmore, Ree Heights, we had 130-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts with this storm. So this is a dangerous situation. Significant line of storms that is moving through here. Aberdeen, you are getting some stuff now, but the most significant part of the storm is actually, fortunately, kind of skirting by the Aberdeen area, which is good news, but further east near Groton and now Pierpont, we do have some pretty nasty stuff that is happening here. All right, let's recap everything that's going on here real quick. And by the way, thanks for joining me, kind of keeping an eye on the severe weather situation across northeastern South Dakota. Aberdeen, Groton, Andover area, we have a severe thunderstorm warning. That is the area in orange for 90-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts in effect for another 33 minutes until 8:45. And we have two tornado warnings in effect. The latest one to be issued is this one here, which is a tornado warning for the next 33 minutes. This tornado warning is for a radar-indicated tornado for western Day and southeastern Brown counties in South Dakota. And this storm is southwest of Groton, moving to the northeast. I'm going to turn my velocity mode on here. This is what we use to see the rotation. And it's broadening out a little bit, which is a good thing, but Still, I would not let your guard down. Potential, therefore, not only a tornado to develop, but also the potential for 90 plus mile per hour straight line wind gusts. Groton, take this situation seriously. Get to shelter, not only because there's a tornado warning, but because 90 plus mile per hour straight line wind can do as much damage as a tornado. That is a really big deal. Let me put the radar up. To current. Also, starting to see the rotation with this storm kind of broaden out just a little bit around Andover, but still take this seriously as well. And again, we have some very strong, potentially damaging straight line wind. Let me get in here a little bit. Best area now, potential tornado, I guess right through here. Looks like our best shot. Still, the rotation doesn't look as good as it did a little while ago, but the potential is there. But again, tornado or not, straight line wind gusts of 70, 80, 90 plus miles per hour is always dangerous. All right, let's go up here to Pierpont. This is the area of rotation with this particular storm that I'm concerned about. And right through here, if you are in Pierpont, get yourself to a safe place at this point, because this is a dangerous storm that is moving through. And there is still some good rotation here up around Pierpont. But again, also potential there for damaging straight line wind gusts. So if you are in the Pierpont area, get to a safe place. This storm is coming in a hurry, and there is potential for not only a tornado, but also for damaging straight line wind gusts here with this storm. So a big morning for severe weather here across northeastern South Dakota. These are dangerous storms. 2 tornado warnings. Groton, Pierpont areas are the 2 spots that are in trouble at this point. And again, if you're in either one of those, get somewhere safe and take this seriously. As I've been saying through the morning, these are situations where you got to treat this the way you would treat a tornado warning. We have a report of hail, 1-inch hail. This is in Groton, a report of 1-inch hail that just came in here. I don't know if we have any views of the backside of the storm. Kind of been watching. We've had one. Brandon's been out, kind of keeping an eye on some of this, but some incredible storms that have been moving through here. This morning, and the severe thunderstorm warning continues. 2 tornado warnings that remain in effect. And again, I'm going to just kind of break down, and we have another brand new tornado warning that has just been issued, and this one is for parts of Marshall and Day County, and now we are observed. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground. Brand new tornado warning for northwestern Day and southern Marshall County until 8:45. Confirmed tornado near Pierpont or Langford, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So that is this area I was just talking about here, where we have, if you are in Pierpont, get to the basement. This is a confirmed tornado now in Pierpont, and this is going to be moving north and east toward Langford. Again, tornado now confirmed on the ground near Pierpont. A rain-wrapped tornado. And that is when this storm was further south by Andover, that this tornado was confirmed. So we now have confirmation that this storm is producing a tornado. Pierpont, right along South Dakota 27, south of Langford, and it is moving to the northeast at around 55 miles per hour. Also potential for golf ball-sized hail with this storm. So again, Pierpont, get to the basement. This is right on top of you. And there is a confirmed tornado now associated with this storm. And this particular storm cell is moving northeast at about 55-ish miles per hour. So if we bring out our storm tracker here, This cell is going to be near Langford within about the next 5 minutes or less. So also, if you are in Langford, get to a safe place. This is coming on down, and this is going to run into you here shortly. So Pierpont, Langford, tornado warning remains in effect here for the next 27 minutes until 8:45. And again, this is a confirmed tornado on the ground. We also have a couple of other tornado warnings. This one near Groton, the best, I think, rotation right now. Not as strong as it was before, but it's just to the south of Groton. If you are in Groton, get to a safe place basically through this area right here. That's where we have our best area of rotation, especially, I think, in here. And this continues to move to the northeast. Could pass into Groton shortly. Right now, kind of looks the way it's been trending, like it may be going maybe a little to the east of Groton, but I wouldn't take that risk. If you are in Groton, get to a safe place ASAP. This other severe, or tornado warning, I should say, is in effect until 8:30 for, again, another confirmed tornado with this one. And so if you are anywhere near this storm, and again, the area of concern with this whole storm cell right now is the area near Pierpont and Langford. Basically right through here, you can see where the colors come together. We have the greens and the reds that are adjacent. That's where we have the best area of rotation. And that tornado warning remains in effect here until 8:45. So that is going to remain in effect here for about another 25 minutes. If you are in the path of that storm, get to a safe place. I'm going to leave the radar up here for just a second. I have to break away for I'm going to take just a break for just a moment here, but I will be back in just a minute or so. Stand by. I am back. We are covering severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings here across northeastern South Dakota. We have multiple tornado warnings. The Pierpont Langford area right now with a significant threat, a confirmed tornado on the ground between Pierpont and Langford right now with that tornado warning. And if I bring up the velocity here, you can see there's a pretty broad area here where we have some rotation. If you are in the Pierpont Langford area, get to a safe place now because there is a potential tornado on the ground. It has been confirmed by the public and by spotters. And right now, everything kind of pushing northeastward at around 50 to 55-ish miles per hour. So if you are in the path of the storm, there is a damaging tornado over Langford right now. Brand new update from the National Weather Service in Aberdeen. Confirmed tornado near Langford, moving northeast at 40. Tornado and ping pong ball size hail. Emergency management confirmed a tornado in the Pierpont area. If you are in the Pierpont area and Langford area now, get to a safe place immediately. Again, this is past Pierpont at this point, moving up toward Langford. If you are in Langford, and especially south of Langford right now, there is a tornado on the ground. And you can see down here, we have these little tornado icons. This is where the tornado was observed and quickly became rain wrapped. These storm reports that we have here. In fact, the Aberdeen National Weather Service did get a photo of the tornado to confirm it, and it is now up here in the Langford area. Tornado warning is in effect. We also have a tornado warning in effect for the Groton area. This one's radar indicated and in effect for about another 21 minutes, but the rotation signatures aren't as significant here, although possible that we could have. All right, this is a little more concerning. Brand new scan just came in, and again, we're looking at this area right here, Langford. If you are in Langford, get to a safe place ASAP. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground. It's rain wrapped, so you're not going to be able to see it. So it's going to look like rain coming at you. But there is a tornado in that mess. So get to the basement, get to your safe place, get to wherever you need to go to seek shelter, because this is a deadly, dangerous storm that is moving through right now. And again, this is the Langford area right now, especially along and east of South Dakota Highway 27. It does that little zigzag when it goes into Langford, turns right, and then goes back north. That is the area of primary concern right now. That is the area I am most concerned with. Now, on top of this, we are still in a severe thunderstorm warning that is for wind gusts of up to 90 miles per hour. And that's something that needs to be taken as seriously as a tornado warning, because 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts can do significant damage as well. Again, right now, the biggest issue we have is this tornado warning for a confirmed tornado near Langford, basically this area right through here. If you are in Langford, and especially south and east of Langford, there is a potential tornado. Actually, not potential. It's an actual tornado that is moving through right now. Get to a safe place, because this is a tornado that has been confirmed here. We have a severe thunderstorm watch that remains in effect for the area impacted by these storms and everything north and east of that too, all the way up into North Dakota. So that is also something we'll talk about here in just a moment. But again, this storm continues to be very nasty. The tornado warning for Groton has been allowed to expire. And basically what's happened is we've kind of seen the tornado was originally reported down here by Andover, and it's kind of been moving more of a northeasterly direction. And so that's why that tornado warning was issued, that second one, to kind of jive with the way that this overall storm continues to move. And again, the area of greatest concern right now, if I bring the velocity back up here, is this area right here around Langford. and really this whole vicinity from Langford east along South Dakota 27 and where it does that jog back north again. That is the area, and we have confirmation from emergency management that there is a tornado with this storm. So if you are in the path of this storm, get to a safe place now, because this is a dangerous storm that is moving through the Langford area. Everything pushing off to the northeast. It's moving along at a pretty good clip. You kind of watch here, notice how it kind of shifts from a little more northeast to almost more northerly. And so if we get out our storm tracker, this storm is moving again somewhere between 40-ish and 50-ish miles per hour. Well, that's always good to see when the storm tracker doesn't have any cities on it. But I know that there are a lot of you out there in rural areas. So if you kind of look, let me redraw that line ahead of the tornado warning. So at 40 miles per hour, we're looking just south of Britain and South Dakota Highway 10 by 844. And then we start to get up a little further north of South Dakota Highway 10 toward the Veblen area by about 9 o'clock. So that's where this is headed. If you are along South Dakota Highway 10, this is going to be in your ballpark here in about the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. Again, a tornado warning remains in effect for the Langford area and areas east of Langford. And that tornado warning is in effect for the next 15 minutes. Confirmed tornado along with this storm. On top of that, again, we've been dealing with this severe thunderstorm warning. We have the potential for 80 plus mile per hour wind gusts, and this severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for about another 15 minutes. Again, take this severe thunderstorm warning the way you would a tornado warning. 80 mile per hour wind can do a heck of a lot of damage, and you should take that seriously. We do have this other severe thunderstorm warning to the south, 70 plus mile per hour wind gusts, Roslyn to Webster down to about Bradley. And this storm continues to move to the northeast as well, and again, producing some strong wind gusts. And we just had a brand new severe thunderstorm warning that was issued, and this one includes the Sisseton area. And again, this is another one of those extreme severe thunderstorm warnings for destructive wind gusts of 80 plus miles per hour. This is for central Traverse County in Minnesota, for Roberts County, Day County, Marshall County, southeastern Brown County, Clark, northwestern Clark, and northeastern Spink County until 9:45. Severe thunderstorm moving north and east at around 55 miles per hour. This is going to be a destructive storm moving across Day and Marshall counties. Webster already in the thick of it. Eden, Sisseton, Veblen, Britain. It is coming your way here in a big, quick hurry. We've had confirmed 80 plus mile per hour wind gusts. Possible tornado. We've kind of noticed that happening here with the potential for tornadoes to quickly develop and move through as well. And again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning for 80 plus mile per hour wind gusts. Take that the way you would take a tornado warning. Consider this the same severity as you would a tornado warning. This is different than, a lot of times we get those severe thunderstorm warnings for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, and it's like, whatever, we can handle that. This is well above and beyond that status of severe thunderstorm warning. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for a destructive thunderstorm that has a history of producing 100 to 130. 130. We had a 131 mile per hour wind gust down by Highmore with these storms earlier today. We had 112 gust in Ree Heights. We have damage reported south of Orient. Power lines down in Ree Heights. I'm sure we're going to be hearing about damage reports in Highmore as well. I mean, how can you not with 131 mile per hour wind gusts? And that's not just one station that measured that. Multiple stations measured that kind of wind. And this storm continues to plow northeastward. Right now near Langford, we have a tornado warning that's in effect in the midst of this severe thunderstorm warning for another 12 minutes for a confirmed tornado. And if we go back here, let me bring something else in here. I want to look at rotation. And yeah, there is a good amount of rotation near Langford. You see these purple colors. This is where we have the rotation and the potential for that tornado to be moving through it. It's actually a pretty broad area of rotation, but it's fairly significant, especially right through here. If you are east of Langford, this is moving toward South Dakota Highway 10, moving to the northeast. Again, we're moving it around 40 to 50-ish miles per hour. So we're going to be pushing the Highway 10 corridor here in the next 5 to 10 minutes as this storm continues to move to the northeast. I have another little indicator here with that. You see that little tornado that popped up? That is a tornado reported by Marshall County Emergency Management. And so definitely a confirmed tornado and the potential that there could still be a tornado on the ground with this. It is a rain-wrapped tornado. Lots of reports of this tornado being rain-wrapped. So again, if you are in this tornado warning or in this severe thunderstorm warning, take this storm very seriously. Again, 80 plus mile per hour wind gusts possible with this severe thunderstorm, and that is something that can do as much damage as a tornado. This is an incredible storm that is moving across northeastern South Dakota. And just to take a little break from the radar for a moment, just to show you this, the blue area, that is a severe thunderstorm watch that goes all the way up to Fargo, Fergus Falls, Detroit Lakes, Ada, and Mahnomen, Minnesota. That's in effect until noon today for damaging wind gusts. And again, this is that's pretty significant right there, where you see the potential, 60% potential right there for 75 plus mile per hour wind gusts with these severe thunderstorms. So that is noteworthy and something to take seriously, especially if you are ahead or in the path of these storms. Get ready, because we're not messing around here. These are nasty severe thunderstorms that are moving across the region. Let's get back down to it. Talk about these warnings. You can see we have an update now with this tornado warning. They chopped off the southern part, still in effect for 8 more minutes here with that tornado warning from Langford up to Britain. And the latest on that warning, confirmed tornado located near Fort Sisseton State Park just 2 minutes ago. A damaging tornado and ping pong ball hail. Emergency management again confirming the tornado near Fort Sisseton State Park. I don't know if I can get that to pop up on the map here. Probably not. But the Langford area right there, that is the area where everything is really starting to go down, and it's kind of a big, broad area where we have rotation, but you can kind of see really this whole big mess where we have the reds and the greens, blues. That's the area of rotation, and if I pop up I do have a rotation product here. You can see the most significant rotation right now is this area here just southwest of South Dakota Highway 10, but then we do have another enhanced area a little further to the southwest near Langford. So really anywhere in this area, take this tornado warning seriously, but also take it seriously because we are also smack in the middle of this severe thunderstorm warning here. And that severe thunderstorm warning is for 80+ mile per hour wind gusts and ping pong ball size hail. And this storm is going to continue to push to the northeast as we make our way into the next hour or so. This doesn't seem to be letting up at all. And so we have a ways to go. And by the way, that severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 9:45 this morning. So it goes for another hour and 7 minutes. So a long-lasting severe thunderstorm warning. And again, this whole line of thunderstorms is moving northeast at around 55 miles per hour. So let me take you along this leading edge of thunderstorms and use our storm tracker just to kind of give you an idea as to when this mess is going to be here. And if the storm keeps moving like it is, Britain, basically consider it there. The wind has already kicked in, and something that'll happen with these storms is that the wind arrives before the big rain and hail and all the other crap. The wind gets there first. And so Veblen, about 10 minutes-ish, 8:49-ish, but I would hedge on the earlier side of this. In fact, we just got a new radar scan that moved in. Sisseton, about, I'd say maybe 10 to 15 minutes from now. Peaver, 20-ish minutes. Peaver Flats, 20 to 25. New Effington at around 20 to 25 as well. And that's just kind of a general, based on the storm's current movement. The Fargo National Weather Service, the Fargo Grand Forks, just issued a brand new severe thunderstorm warning as well. And again, this one for 80+ miles per hour for Wilkin, Richland, and Sargent counties. Just getting prepared ahead of this line of thunderstorms that is moving through. But again, this is plowing northeastward, and it is one heck of a nasty storm that continues to move through. For those of you just joining, we have been tracking storms here for quite a while. We've had some wild weather across parts of east central, central South Dakota, Ree Heights, Highmore area, 130+ mile per hour wind gusts associated with this cluster of storms as it moved through earlier. And this is, look at this, multiple reporting stations here reporting 130+ mile per hour wind gusts. In Ree Heights, we have, I had a 112 mile per hour wind gust, but in addition to that, we do have some reports of downed power lines. In Ree Heights, a little further north up by Orient, 70 to 80 mile per hour gusts, garage lost, damage to other outbuildings. I don't have really any other big reports of anything at this point, but boy, this storm still continues to produce some nasty and dangerous weather. You can see multiple tornado reports confirmed by Marshall County Emergency Manager of a rain-wrapped tornado on the ground. We still have a tornado warning that remains in effect for another 3 minutes for Marshall County. This is areas near Langford and north of Langford, and there's still some rotation kind of hidden within this. It's all rain-wrapped, and so this is not something that you are going to see this is something that is going to catch you off guard if you're hanging around looking for it. The most significant rotation as of right now is just now beginning to move toward and cross South Dakota Highway 10 right here between Britton and Clear Lake, west of Lake City. That is the area of greatest concern right now. Lake City. This is 434th Avenue, 111th Street, and South Dakota Highway 10. That is the area where we have the most significant rotation now. It has kind of dwindled down a little bit, but at this point, do not let your guard down. There's still the potential for a tornado, and we're in the middle of a severe thunderstorm warning for wind gust potential of 80 plus miles per hour. And that is something that you need to take as seriously as a tornado warning. And this line of thunderstorms continues to move northeast at around 55 miles per hour. So if, let me just turn these warnings off here for a second so you can see the outer edge of this storm. And again, we'll watch it move here, heading northeast towards Sisseton and Veblen right now. And we are going to continue to kind of watch this thing slide off to the northeast. And again, we're going at around 55 miles per hour. So let me once again do a storm track here. And again, keep in mind, I'm going to put this out a little ahead because the wind usually blasts in before the rain and hail and all that other stuff arrive. But if everything keeps moving like it is, we're talking Veblen. Basically now, it says 6 minutes here, but we're going to be really soon. In Agency Village, 852, New Effington, 902, Lidgerwood, North Dakota, 907, Victor at 907 as well. Need to do a quick refresh on the radar here. Sometimes the little banner up there doesn't show the time the way it's supposed to. But here we are back again. Let me put these warnings back up for you. And there you have it. The tornado warning has been allowed to expire. But we still have this severe thunderstorm warning that remains in effect until 9:45. Still another hour on this. And we're looking at 80 plus mile per hour wind gusts associated with this storm. And this is, I mean, there isn't a tornado warning right now, but take this storm seriously as you would a tornado warning, because this is a dangerous storm that continues to move across northeastern South Dakota. And again, just to recap the counties in this warning: Central Traverse in west central Minnesota, that includes Wheaton, included in that. Roberts County, which means Sisseton, you are included. Day County, Webster, although Webster, you're pretty much on the back edge of this at this point. Let's see here. Marshall County, Britton, you are just starting to get slammed. We're starting to see the leading edge of the storm move across Highway 10 toward Veblen. You are moments away. Veblen, Clare City, New Effington, Long Hollow, Sisseton, Rosholt. We are coming in hot here. It's going to be just a few minutes as this thing flies to the northeast. Again, we're moving at 55, maybe. This is moving at the speed of a car on a, someone normal driving speed limit on a South Dakota County road. So this is coming in fast. Southeastern Brown, which again is almost out of most of this. Let's see here. Northwestern Clark, also still there, but most of this is now past Clark County. And Spink County as well. Most of this now moving past Spink County. So Central Traverse, Roberts, Day, Marshall, counties, that's where we have the most serious stuff happening now. If we go a little further north, parts of North Dakota, we have this warning too. And if you are in southeastern Wilkin County in west central Minnesota, that's Wahpeton. Southern Richland County, southeastern Sargent County in North Dakota, that is in effect until 9:30, again moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. And this is going to continue to move northeastward into North Dakota here over the next little while. And not a lot of rotation at this point, but definitely some very strong wind on the leading edge of this line of storms. It's this area right through here that we're watching. Veblen, Britton, Clare City, that's where we have that strong wind that is moving in, and this leading edge of wind is moving in very quickly, but you can see how the leading edge of the wind is up here. The leading edge of the rain is here. So the wind is going to come in, I think, a little before you get the rain. So don't let that catch you off guard. Don't wait until it starts to rain to get indoors, get to a safe place. And again, mobile homes, this is not good. Campers, this is not good. They do not handle 80+ mile per hour wind gusts all that well. So again, if you are in one of those, you need to not be. That is a very dangerous place to be. We've had reports of tree damage, and there is a tornado path near Andover, according to the Dade County Emergency Manager. That's about all the info I have on all that stuff at this point. But a tornado definitely confirmed, and there is a tornado path. The Dade County Sheriff is actually on the way to check out the scene and to see what's going on there. But a confirmed tornado, and definitely damage reports in that general vicinity. So something to keep in mind here. We are streaming severe weather. We have a significant severe weather situation happening across parts of northeastern South Dakota. We have severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of South Dakota, Minnesota, and North Dakota. This warning remains in effect here until 9:45, another 55 minutes from now. And again, just kind of coming through, there is confirmation of some tree damage, at least a tornado path near the Andover area. This line of thunderstorms is moving northeastward at a good clip. We're talking 55-ish miles per hour. Kind of watch how everything is moving now into Veblen and Clare City. Veblen, you're in it at this point. So if you are in Veblen, get to your safe place. Strong, damaging wind gusts moving into town as we speak. By the way, thanks for following, and thanks for bearing with me here. I'm actually on the road. I don't have my studio microphone with me today, so if the audio quality is not great, I apologize for that, but I appreciate you hanging with me here as we kind of track these storms. Severe thunderstorm warning, again, remains in effect for the next 53 minutes as this line of thunderstorms continues to blast northeastward at around 55 miles per hour. Veblen, Clare City, and Sisseton in the thick of things right now as this line of thunderstorms continues to move to the northeast. And man, this line of storms has nasty history. I've been looking at some of the comments too. Morris This is not headed toward Morris, but it is headed toward Wahpeton, Hankinson, Wheaton, Sisseton, Fergus Falls, eventually Detroit Lakes, eventually. This line of thunderstorms is going to move through. Let me bring up my storm tracker again, just to kind of give you an idea as to how this is moving. And you'll notice that the National Weather Service has just cut off the southern edge of this line of thunderstorms. This is moving at a good clip, though. We're trekking along here at about 55-ish miles per hour. That's going to put this line of storms. It's in Sisseton now, Agency Village at 8 now, basically. Spring Grove Township now, New Effington in about 5 to 10 minutes, Peaver in about 10 minutes, Lidgerwood, North Dakota in about 10 to 15 minutes, Victor in about 15 minutes, Hankinson at 9:13, Rosholt in about 20 to 25 minutes, and Great Bend at 9:21. So that's where we are headed with this line of thunderstorms. And you can see along here this line. Oops, it went away when I put up my storm tracker, but that's where this line of storms is headed. And again, we're moving fairly quickly here to South Dakota 25. Going to be along 127 here shortly. But this storm is basically at Sisseton, Clare City. We're not far off New Effington. The storm is going to continue to move to you as well. Still 80-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts potential with this cluster of thunderstorms. And this is the only thing going on right now. There isn't much else happening. And this is one of those situations where we've been talking about how conditional the severe weather threat is with this heat surge and this pattern change that we have coming in. We get that warm layer of air, a few thousand feet in the air, and it prevents air from rising. It has basically prevented thunderstorms from developing anywhere else across North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota. But you get that one spot where maybe that layer of warm air is a little weaker, or it's not quite as warm as the surrounding air, or you get that extra bit of oomph and instability and rising air that can blast through that cap. And when that happens, storms become severe very, very quickly, and they can turn into monster thunderstorms. And I've got to tell you, I've not seen a storm like this. Here, it's been years and years and years. Look at this. Not only one, but two reports of 130 mile per hour wind gusts by Highmore. Heights, 112 mile per hour gusts, power lines down there. We had dual 70 plus mile per hour wind gusts reported south of Orient, and garage destroyed, outbuildings destroyed there. So this cluster of storms has a history, and it continues to move to the northeast. Again, a very dangerous storm. Now moving into Sisseton, into Agency Village, Clare City, New Effington. This storm is going to be pushing into town here very, very quickly. I want to look at a couple of things here. Just want to double check the rotation. There's a little bit of rotation, but not real significant. But near Veblen, some broad rotation there. Nothing here to me that would indicate that a tornado is there. However, 80-plus mile per hour wind, take that as seriously as you would a tornado. Let's bring in the hail. I want to show you maximum hail size. All right, this is a little more, and this isn't the worst I've seen today, but we're looking at quarter to maybe $half size hail here in this, about 1.3. So that's a little larger than quarter, maybe quarter size hail south of Veblen, Lake City, moving north up toward the North Dakota state line. So there definitely is potential for some hail there, but it has been worse with this storm as it has moved through. And overall, this cluster of thunderstorms is weaker than it was a little earlier when we had all of that stuff happening down further south along Highway 14. But by golly, we're still looking at some dangerous wind now moving into Sisseton and Agency Village. if you are there, time to get to a safe place. And again, I've said it quite a few times here already, but get to a safe place and treat this the way that you would treat a tornado warning. Maria is commenting at the top of the hills outside of Sisseton. Yes, and you're right, Veblen, that area is an area that will definitely take the hit. We are watching the possibility of more storms a little bit later today. Let me just take a minute. By the way, this is a hail report near golf ball size hail near Eden, South Dakota at 8:40 this morning. So that's just a little while ago. So there is definitely some hail tossed in with this line of thunderstorms and some very strong wind gusts associated with this as well. Let me just kind of back out here for those of you who are wondering what the severe potential is like here as we make our way through today. First of all, this area here is for this line of thunderstorms moving through right now. We do have a chance of more storms later today as this front moves east. Now, I think the cap is going to strengthen and hold storms through much of the afternoon. But as we make our way into tonight, it's possible that we could see a few more thunderstorms develop. The big threats, this is the tornado risk. And so this is the 2% here. This is the 5% here. The wind and hail, that is going to be the big thing here later today across much of Minnesota as this front moves east a little bit later today into tonight. Tomorrow, a slight chance for a low to medium chance for a few isolated strong to severe storms. We have a marginal risk for a couple of isolated storms to pop up again. This is Wednesday here as well. So there is potential for these storms to move through. I do want to bring in our latest model here as well and kind of give you a quick update as to how this is expected to roll. You can see that storm near Aberdeen is going to continue to move northeast. And then here we go. By 8 tonight, possibly a few storms down around the Sioux Falls area. And again, don't take this for gospel at this point because it all depends on whether or not there's a weak spot in the cap. But we could see storms continue to develop and move east as we make our way through the late night hours tonight and again into tomorrow morning. So this is just kind of a preliminary look at what's possible. We're going to see this cluster of storms continue to develop and move northeast through Fargo into western Minnesota. And then again later today, and probably more so this evening, see that Knox County, Nebraska. Hopefully we get some rain. That's a really dry area, but we're going to continue to see potentially some storms moving across southeastern South Dakota through Sioux Falls into southwestern Minnesota, Redwood Falls, Windham, Mankato, possibly Fairmont. And again, don't take these locations for gospel. It's going to be very conditional, and it's also possible that the cap will stay strong and nothing will develop. So that's something we're going to be keeping a close eye on here as we make our way into the evening and nighttime hours. But storms are possible again later today. Let's get back to all this mess that we have going on up here. Very strong, damaging wind. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for 90 plus, now 80 plus mile per hour wind gusts across northeastern South Dakota, Clare City, New Effington right now. This line now moving toward Interstate 29, South Dakota 127. Victor Rosholt, this is going to be coming in here shortly for you as well. But again, a strong thunderstorm with dangerous wind, potentially ping pong ball or larger hail with this storm as well. Take this seriously in the way that you would take a tornado warning seriously, because this is far above and beyond. I mean, we get those 60 mile per hour wind, quarter hail, severe thunderstorm warnings, which I'm not always a fan of. I mean, that can be dangerous, but a lot of folks don't take those seriously. This is way more significant than that. We're talking destructive wind from a storm that has a history of producing 131 mile per hour wind gusts back when it was down by Highmore and Ree Heights. And so this is, again, a dangerous storm system. You can see that the southwestern part of this warning was cut off. The National Weather Service has kind of updated that. Let me give you the latest information on this. The warning remains in effect for Central Traverse, Roberts, Northeastern Day, and Marshall counties. The storm continues to have the potential to produce 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts and golf ball size hail. Clare City, Sisseton getting clobbered right now. Interstate 29 going to be clobbered here in the next little while. In fact, this is Interstate 29 north of Sisseton right now. Let me, this is Interstate 29, Beaver Flats. Yeah, we're already getting some of the rain and some of this. This is Beaver Flats at I-29 and County Road 9. This is the Wilmot exit. Hard to see, and you can imagine if a tornado were to develop in this, there's no way in heck that you're going to see that thing. And this is the Aberdeen exit, I-29 and US Highway 12 at 8:56 this morning. So there is a lot going on. This is the Victor exit, getting some heavy rain up in that neck of the woods as well. Dangerous storm continues to move northeast. Again, this line is trucking, moving northeast at about 55 miles per hour. So, storm tracker here. Beaver, now New Effington, now Lingerwood, 9:10. Same for Victor. So we're looking at 5 minutes-ish. Browns Valley at about 5 to 10 minutes. Hankinson, 10 to 15 minutes from now. Rosholt at around 9:16. Great Bend at 9:23. Fairmount at 9:28 this morning. That's what we're looking at here time-wise with these storms. Big line, powerful line of storms that has had a pretty nasty history. Heavy rain, thanks at Agency Village. Hopefully I've answered some of your questions. Terrible in West Bend. Bad in Redfield. Yeah, Kelloland has pictures of storm damage. Kelloland, they do a good job. Those guys are good friends of mine. So yeah, go check those out. But this is a nasty line of thunderstorms that continues to push off to the northeast. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9:45. Another warning to the north. And again, that's Fairmount, North Dakota. I saw somebody comment about Fairmont, but not Fairmont, Minnesota. This is Fairmount, North Dakota. I know I have a lot of a widespread audience. I try to do a good job of being clear, especially, I mean, we have 3 brown counties, one in Nebraska, one in Minnesota near New Ulm, and another one with Aberdeen. We have multiple Madisons, we have multiple Lyon counties, we have multiple Jackson counties, we have a lot of repeats. So I try to be clear, but I did see someone comment Fairmont, and it's Fairmount, North Dakota is where this storm is headed right now. New Effington, you're getting it soon. Rosholt, we're close. Browns Valley, Western Traverse County, Wheaton, Rosholt, that general vicinity. Going to be under the gun here fairly soon as this line of thunderstorms continues to move through. If you could only see where I am right now, I am sitting in a field approach in the front seat of my car between Hanska and St. James, Minnesota. I was supposed to be a guest on KNUJ AM this morning, which is the place where I started my broadcasting career back in 1991. So I apologize to my KNUJ friends. I wasn't able to be in. I think I'm going to do it tomorrow instead. But storms with 130-mile-per-hour wind gusts take priority over anything. And so that's why we are here. We have a line of thunderstorms, or a cluster. It's a big blob right here. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 9:45. That means we have another 37 minutes to go on this for 80-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts that are moving across the region. Sherry and Jeff, trees down at Roy Lake. Heavy rain at Agency Village. Go ahead, if you have any reports or things to comment, go ahead and set them in there. Thanks, Teresa. I appreciate that. But we have still some, I mean, this is nothing to let your guard down over yet. I've not had any significant reports at this point of anything going on. What we are hearing, the Dade County Emergency Manager reporting a tornado path, and I did mention this a bit earlier, but near Andover, so far, thank goodness, only hearing reports of tree damage, but we'll get, I'm sure, more on that as we work our way through the day today, and folks can kind of get out and see what the heck is going on. But at this point, the big issue is damaging straight line wind gusts of 80-plus miles per hour. The storm now moving to New Effington, Browns Valley. You are going to be right in the midst of this here shortly. Rosholt, Browns Valley. It's not going to be long for you. Now starting to cross, it is just crossed the South Dakota, North Dakota line. Lingerwood, Hankinson, Great Bend, Morton, Windmere going to be next in line for this storm to move through. Browns Valley, you're there. Rosholt, New Effington, you are going to be there as well. Sisseton area, if anyone is in Sisseton, let me know what you have. Sherry and Jeff, how big? Are they big trees? Tiny trees? I'm glad that you had a shelter or a comfort station to go to. Thanks, Teresa. Let me know how things go. Yeah, that's about where we are. The storm is just there's a comment from Teresa that says the storm is just moving into Victor right now, and that would be right up here. Some strong wind gusts. New Effington, you're there. Rosholt, give it about another couple of minutes. Browns Valley, Beardsley, Wheaton. We're going to see this all move in here over the next little while. And again, we're still looking at 80-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts with this storm. And again, don't take it lightly. This storm has the potential, and it has a history, actually, of producing 100-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts across Highway 14 corridor back down around Highmore and Ree Heights. Power lines down in Ree Heights. And this storm continues to move. Put the live radar up here northeastward toward Rosholt, Victor. Starting to get Browns Valley, Minnesota is now in on the action. Before long, Wheaton and Rosholt. We're going to see this moving in. Now, North Dakota 11. Lidgerwood to Hankinson. Fairmount, North Dakota. Not Fairmont, Minnesota. This is moving in for you as well here. It is 9:13. What a way to celebrate a Monday morning, right? Quite a wake-up call with these storms that have been moving across the region here. Of course, on top of all of the crap that's going on this morning, we are going to be dealing with dangerous heat and humidity through much of the day. Today, we have extreme heat warnings and heat advisories in effect. The heat index is going to be highest across Minnesota, where we may have 110 to 115 heat index from Redwood Falls to Windham over to the Twin Cities and beyond. See if we have a view here. We have storm chaser Ryan Scholl, who is making his way down Interstate 29 toward this big line of thunderstorms that is moving through. Kind of a gray sky. Getting a lot of reports, and I've noticed on the DOT cameras too, that it is very foggy, very rainy. Everything has been kind of hard to see. And so when we did have those tornado warnings earlier, they were rain-wrapped tornadoes. But again, we do have reports in Andover, emergency manager reporting a tornado path that looks mostly like tree damage at this point. Just a brand new update on the severe thunderstorm warning for Roberts, Marshall, Traverse County in South Dakota. Now downgraded to 60-mile-per-hour radar indicated wind and 3/4-inch hail. So the good news here is that this storm does appear to be weakening. That makes me very, very happy. As it moves toward Wheaton, Rosholt area. So that is some very promising news. Let me give you the latest on this warning. So the warning's been canceled for parts of Day County, but it remains in effect till 9:45 for Central Traverse, Roberts, and Eastern Marshall counties. And the storm over Hankinson near Rosholt, still moving northeast at 55, 60-mile-per-hour gusts. Sisseton, Wheaton, Agency Village, Browns Valley, all getting heavy rain now. The worst of it starting to move through. I think the strongest part of the storm is up in North Dakota now, south of North Dakota 11 and along 18. Buffalo Lakes in South Dakota, Clear Lake Rec area, Traverse County Park, Lake Traverse, Rainbow Island, some places included in all of this. We still do have that severe thunderstorm warning for parts of North Dakota for stronger wind, but the good news here is that things are starting to weaken. Things are looking a little better here at this point. The storm's still moving to the northeast at around 55 miles per hour. So that's it's trucking, that's for sure. Wow, look at that. So let me bring in our storm tracker here again. And with this moving at 55, Rosholt, right about now. Great Bend, North Dakota, 9:22. Fairmount, North Dakota, in about 10 to 15 minutes. Wheaton, 9:31. Wahpeton, 9:36. Breckenridge, 9:37. Tinta at 9:43, and Nashua at about a half hour from now. So, again, this is still a strong storm, but we are now getting below that destructive threshold that this storm has had and has been holding on to for the last significant amount of time. Still worthy of taking seriously, especially up along North Dakota Highway 11, Lidgerwood, Hankinson, Matador. But in South Dakota, Minnesota now, the severe thunderstorm warning is down to that 60 mile per hour ish threshold. So that's what we're dealing with at this point. And I think now that we're back below that threshold, I'm going to maybe stay up here, just keep the radar alive for a couple of minutes, for a few minutes yet here, just in case anything develops or changes. And then if we kind of stay below, stay at that, low end 60 mile per hour, less than quarter size hail threshold, I'll turn off the live stream. So I'm going to step away for just a little bit here. I'm sitting in my car, I'm not stepping. But I will going to take a little break, and I'll be back on if anything changes or develops. And if things kind of hold steady here for the next few minutes, then we'll all move on with our day. I'll probably do a quick little recap before I go of what we expect later this afternoon into this evening. I know a lot of folks may be interested in that, so hang on for that in just a little bit. Hey everybody, Sean back here with you, and the storm seems to be kind of holding steady and hanging in that kind of lower end criteria severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-per-hour gust, and less than quarter-size hail. So I'm going to stop the stream here in just a moment, but before I do, real quick update on this line of thunderstorms first of all, and then I'm going to recap what's expected here later today. The line of storms continues to move northeast at about 55 miles per hour. And if it keeps moving like it is, we're talking Fairmount, North Dakota in about 5 to 10 minutes, Wheaton, Minnesota, 10 minutes ish, Wahpeton in about 10 to 15, Breckenridge, about 15 or better minutes from now. And if we extend this out an hour, we're going to be talking Fergus Falls in about 35 to 40 minutes. Rothsay at about 10 o'clock. Pelican Rapids about an hour from now. So this line of storm continues to move off to the northeast. It's still a good line of storms with the potential to produce 60 to 70 plus mile per hour wind gusts, especially that northern part of the storm up in North Dakota, Hankinson, this area here. Still, that severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for wind gusts of up to 80 miles per hour. So not as strong. The stuff headed toward Wheaton, far northeastern South Dakota, Roshold, White Rock. We're looking at 60 plus mile per hour wind gusts there. But that northern edge of the storm is stronger, and the wind potential is a lot more significant with that part of the storm. Let me bring up the severe thunderstorm watch. Webster Millbank, we're pretty much over and done with at this point. They'll probably be whittling you away here, but a little further north up here around Ada, Detroit Lakes, Fergus Falls, we have a severe thunderstorm watch until noon for folks up there. So be prepared. This is for this line of thunderstorms that's going to continue to move through and kind of chug along, making its way to the northeast here as we make our way through the rest of the day. Let me switch over and talk about a couple of other things here. First of all, the severe weather risk today. Here it is. This part of the risk right here, this is for that line of thunderstorms moving through right now that's going to slide northeastward. That front is going to, well, first of all, these storms are going to come to an end. And then later this afternoon, the cap is going to prevent storms from developing. But by this evening and overnight tonight, we're going to see more storms develop along the front, probably down along and east of this line, and they will move east overnight. Now, that's going to be very conditional depending on where there may be a little weak spot in the cap or we get a little extra lift or instability to break through that cap. That's where the storms are going to develop. And I think the big threat today is going to be the wind. This is the wind risk. Hail risk, and the tornado risk is there, but it's fairly low, but an isolated tornado will be possible. We're also going to be watching for a few isolated stronger storms tomorrow, and this is for Wednesday. So that's what we're talking about severe weather-wise. Now, I want to bring up the forecast for the next little while here. And this is the latest. We're going to watch this line of thunderstorms. I got to refresh this to get the time. Sometimes this time banner doesn't like to update. All right, so we're going to watch this line of thunderstorms kind of develop and move northeast. Now look what happens a little bit later on by about 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. And the model's been a little shifty. Let me go back to the last run of this model. And you can see we start to see some things developing around 7, 8, 9 o'clock in southeastern South Dakota, northern Nebraska, moving through Sioux Falls and then over toward Mankato, Fairmont, and then possibly even another round coming through late tonight into tomorrow morning. So we are going to be watching all of this very closely. Don't take the location of this for gospel. Uh, it all depends on where we have a weak spot in the cap. This just gives you a general idea as to what we're expecting, but it'll likely be maybe one or two thunderstorm cells that develop. We may see it expand a little bit as it moves into Minnesota this evening and overnight tonight. Just be weather aware today. I'll be watching and posting and updating as things kind of develop and evolve throughout the day today. All right, severe thunderstorm warning. Now for areas further north. Now for 70+ mile per hour wind gusts in North Dakota. Still serious, but at this point I'm going to stop the live stream. If anything rocks and rolls later today and tonight, I'll be back to let you know about it. Thanks for hanging with me. Hope you have a wonderful day. Stay weather aware because we do have that chance of rain and thunderstorms as we make our way through the evening and overnight tonight. Also hot. Keep that in mind. It is going to be brutal today, especially in Minnesota with that heat index of 110 to 115. Yikes. All right, that's it for now. Have a good one.